Today. So for those who just joining us live, thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to be talking about our health a little bit with David today, guys. He is west of the Mississippi and I'm east of the Mississippi. So I'm excited about that right there. So it's amazing what the technology can do. David, you saved me a lot of money, man, from flying you in. So I appreciate that. That's for sure. I love it. Amen. Well, David, we always you've been here before, my friend. We always like to hear from our guests about, so much going on. I just cannot believe somebody's getting bombed around the world somewhere. I just don't make any sense to me, David. I hate to even bring it up, but things are happening, and people just need a little word of encouragement or something to empower them today. But David, anything you want to say to our audience, man, before we get started? Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, to be honest, Kevin, I do my best to ignore the news and focus on improving myself
Yeah,
each day because even
yeah,
1%, it
yeah.
adds up and it compounds. And so just focus on what you can do to be
There you
healthier,
go.
improve your wellness. A lot of people don't know the difference between health and wellness. Do you know what the
All right.
difference is, Kevin?
No, not really. By definition, I don't. No, not really.
Wellness is your behaviors. Your
Wellness
health
is
is the
behavior.
result. Those are the numbers. So when they talk
Okay.
about your health, they're talking about your blood pressure, your pulse, your A1C, your
Yeah.
cholesterol, all the numbers the doctors look at.
Gotcha.
However, when you talk about wellness, we're talking about your eating habits, your lifestyle, your
Yeah.
sleeping, your drinking, all not when I talk about drinking, I'm not saying alcohol, I'm talking about drinking
Right.
water or
Right.
other beverages. So that's the
Yeah.
difference.
Yes, sir. That's great, man. Thank you so much for that, David. Hey, guys, a while back, David posted some information on his page, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, David, let's do a commercial break because people need to understand a little bit about Life 42 before we get started. And we want them to go to this website too, as well, and sign up today as well as part of that. So, can you talk about your wonderful community that I'm a part of as well? Thank you so much.
Yeah, Life 42 Wellness is a community. It's only $10 a month,
Yeah.
and you get the daily tracker of 42 days. It's 42-day program. However, that's when you finish, it's only the beginning because you just keep going.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great information in there. There's a weekly tip if you need to reach out to me. I'm happy to do 15-minute consultations. It's all part of the program.
Mhm.
A lot of resources. There's a daily wellness prayer in there for people.
Yes, sir.
There's the daily tasks that people are encouraged to do. And so there's a lot of great stuff to help you
Yeah.
accountable, get support. Most of all, it's simple. It won't take
Mm.
much of your daily time. It's all part of your daily routines.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much, David, for that. Appreciate you. Hey, guys, I'm going to read David's bio because we call him the health guy. Ladies and gentlemen, he is called the health guy on the internet around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, David's mission and passion are to help others to adopt a healthier lifestyle. You just heard that from his mouth right there a few seconds ago, right? So they can enjoy and participate and rather being a spectator. Matter of fact, David, I was just on another podcast earlier and they talked about health again, health for men and women, but specifically the guys to say, hey, guys, we got to step up. Women are eating us alive and living longer for some reason, right? All that. David's goal, ladies and gentlemen, is also to encourage people to take more proactive approach. I love that word, folks. Proactiveness. I've done that. I had to do that and took some advice from David as well. Being proactive approaches towards improving your health and provide tools that assist them in achieving their wellness goal. That's where Life 42 comes in at, guys. As a former lawyer, ladies and gentlemen, I divorced my excess weight. Oh, that's good. I didn't catch that last time, David. That's good. He divorced his excess weight. I'm the healthy guy fighting for your health and vitality. Ladies and gentlemen, is a lot more to him, but that's just an introduction to David today. He's done some miraculous things. He's also committed to helping over 50,000 individuals as well around the globe to help them in their health and wellness. So once again, welcome, David, to My Health, Your Health with Kevin Vaughan. David, thank you again for being with me today. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, David had talked about what happens when you quit sugar. Now, I said, man, that got my attention because every now and then I got to have that coffee and donut, Mr. David. I got to have some, yesterday I had German chocolate cake. Somebody was selling that. I had to get one. I said, well, I'm supporting them, right? I'm supporting them. So anyway, Dave, let's talk about that, man. Why'd you post that? What happens when you quit sugar? I'm gonna release the mic to you, man. What's going on with that, man? Help us out a little bit today. Wow.
Well, when you quit sugar for at least 14 days or longer,
Wow.
your taste buds are going to change.
Wow.
So things that used to taste bitter or sour are going to taste sweet, especially for fruits and vegetables. Here's
Ooh.
the thing that's ironic about that. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people don't know is that the food industry is now manipulating vegetables and even fruits
Yeah.
so that they can increase the sugar content to make them taste sweeter because people's taste buds have been adulterated so much
Oh, they're
that,
tracking that too. They're tracking that. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's not only they're tracking it, they are um, genetically modifying
Wow.
everything so that it tastes
Wow.
sweeter because they've made everything so sweet. People's taste buds
Wow.
are now
Wow.
immune, or not immune, but they're not as receptive to sugar as it used
Right.
to be, or sweetness.
Wow. So, David, what's the indicator there, man? I mean, how do we know the difference, guy? How are we gonna know the difference between what's natural and what's been modified? Is there a way to know?
There is no way to know.
Oh,
Not to
wow.
my knowledge at this point. Even if it says organic, doesn't mean that they're not adding things
Wow. And
to
but
make
now they
them.
have to, don't they have to disclaimer that? I mean, don't they have to put it somewhere that we can know about it? FDA or how's that? No, really?
Nope.
FDA gave them a clean slate pretty much to do. I mean, how somebody's got to monitor this stuff, man. You can wipe out a whole civilization.
I
Oh, man.
don't know what to tell you about that, Kevin. That's what I was reading recently, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh my God. I mean,
Wow.
sugar is in everything. And
Yes, sir. It is.
I thought there used to be like 61 or 67 names for sugar, and
Yeah.
then I'm hearing from someone there's 266 different names for sugar.
Right.
You know,
Wow.
anything that ends in OSE,
Yeah.
sugar,
Yeah.
dextrose, fructose, sucrose, the list goes on.
Yeah.
They've even adulterated the honey. So 60% of the
Yeah.
honey that you see on the
Yeah.
grocery shelves
Yeah.
is either not real honey
Nope. Not really. I
manufactured
know that.
or it's been combined with other things.
Yeah.
Same thing with maple syrup.
Yeah.
So when you see a
Yeah.
big price difference between real maple syrup and
Right.
maple syrup, that's why it's because the real
Right.
maple syrup doesn't have all the chemicals added to make it taste like
Right.
maple syrup. So,
Absolutely.
people say, well, what am I supposed to do? You have to
Yeah.
read labels. You have to read labels and
Right.
see what the ingredients are. Most of the people who read the fact nutritional panels read them wrong. They look at the calories, which is in big
Right.
thing.
Right.
They look at the protein, the sugar content, the fat content, the sodium.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the bottom, it's usually in very, very small fine print. They make it difficult to read, and that's where the ingredients are. And it's
Right.
getting worse, Kevin. I just saw a post, an email from Vonnie Harry, the food babe.
Yes, sir.
He showed an illustration of a package that said made with olive oil on the front of the package. When you
Really?
turn over and look at the ingredients, it's safflower and canola oil. So they're even lying on the
Oh,
marketing. It's
wow.
very deceptive.
Wow. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? You must read the full label and take a magnifying glass with you, right, David, as well. I I had to do that. I didn't do it in the grocery store, but I said, man, I need a magnifying glass just to see this stuff, man, because you don't know what you're getting. So seriously, guys. Now, guys, let me make a disclaimer. We are not doctors, okay? Please understand that. We're not
Yeah.
doctors, so you're going to need to check with your doctor or your physician on this area, okay? But David is what we call the health guy. He's done research. He's got background in that area. He's got contacts in this area as well, professionals who know what you're talking about as well in this area. So, David, with that said, the sugar side, man, what about our babies, man? The babies, man. What about the babies, man? Are we protecting the babies from some of this stuff, man?
Kevin, it's almost impossible unless you're,
Wow,
feeding,
wow. Whew.
babies the right,
Yeah,
anything that comes in a jar is
right.
mostly processed. Again, you're going to look at
Uh,
the ingredients. There's going to be things you're not
yeah,
going to understand, the chemicals. Um,
yeah,
I feel bad for today's,
yeah,
generations and
yeah.
generations that
Yes,
are
sir.
younger
Yes,
than
sir.
us. And the
Yes,
reason
sir.
I say that is when you and I were growing up,
Right.
Gatorade came out in the late 1970s, five
Yeah.
ingredients.
Right.
Today it has 13, and the only two original are sugar and water.
Wow. Because I remember Gatorade tastes so much different back in the day when I was playing football and basketball. Gatorade tastes different today. I remember that taste before. It ain't like that today, buddy. It,
Exactly. The other thing is
yeah.
uh,
Yeah. It's
so French
amazing,
fries,
man.
McDonald's French fries. So I was actually working at McDonald's when we had to use raw potatoes, peel them, slice them, blanch them, put them in the refrigerator overnight, then deep fry them the next day.
Right.
So it was basically potatoes,
Yeah.
the beef tallow, oil, and salt.
Right. Wow.
Today, when I was working there, they switched over to frozen potatoes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so one of the staff members this is back in the 70s,
Right.
said to me, I'm not eating that stuff. And I said, why? And she says, well,
Right.
think about it. They
Right.
have to put chemicals in to keep the potatoes frozen so they don't stick together.
Gotcha.
And then how do you keep a frozen potato from exploding when it hits hot oil? So it's
Oh.
all the chemicals. So right now,
Wow.
there's, I think last I saw was 22 or 27 different chemicals in a McDonald's French fries.
Yeah. Wow.
Again, what we were eating growing up is not the same. If you look at the boxes of cereals with the ingredients from before
Right.
1980,
Yeah.
it's a few ingredients.
Right.
If you
Right.
look at it today, it's many, many ingredients, all processed. There are sugars added with different names so that they hide
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's, even, they put like blackstrap molasses. That's a sugar.
Right.
It's healthy in
Yeah.
small portions.
Right. Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
also
Wow.
the seed oils, combined with that, the safflower,
Yeah.
sunflower oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, hydrogenated oils, all that is bad. It's in everything. I mean, I love chips like the next person. And
Yeah.
I read the ingredients on the label, and it's like I see that canola or palm seed oil or,
Yeah.
corn oil or whatever, and it's like I can't eat this. It's not that I
Right.
can't. I choose not to. I won't eat
Right.
it.
There you go. Exactly. It's
There's
all
no
about us. Yeah. Once we get educated, ladies and gentlemen, we got to make a decision, right, on our own bodies. Nobody forces you to do that. You can't say the devil made me do it. That's for sure, David.
Yeah, you're talking about German chocolate cake. I love German chocolate, but I eat
Yeah.
a small slice, not a big
Yeah.
piece. And I'll
Right.
have a slice of pie, a sliver
Yeah.
basically, just to
Right.
get the taste of it. Maybe
Yep.
one scoop of ice cream, not
Yep.
a half gallon of like I used to eat, or two or three
Yeah.
scoops when we go out.
Yep.
Just little things you can. Don't
Yeah.
have to be a food purist. I'm not. I'm just saying be careful because you may think,
Right.
well, I'm really eating healthy, but then you look at stuff like barbecue sauce loaded with
Right.
sugar. So people are
Oh.
like, it was
Yeah.
just wings, it was just barbecue,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Well, again, that barbecue sauce is loaded. Ketchup is loaded.
Yeah.
It's 60% sugar in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that.
Yeah, exactly. And David, one thing as an indicator is I have I've seen young people with teeth problems. Man, they got teeth problems. Young people, not even fully grown yet, they got teeth issues already. I said, man, what is going on here? I'm sure the dentist loves them, right? Come in there and get their teeth pulled out early. Just incredible. So I have to say that's contributing to that. Sugars are
Well,
contributing to that.
unfortunately, a lot of kids are either
Yeah.
pre-diabetic or type 2
Right.
diabetics early or earlier.
Man. Yeah.
It's all preventable. If
Right.
it's not for a long period of time, it's reversible.
Yep.
And so that's why I
Yep.
tell people is look, you got to monitor your glucose, you got
Yeah.
to monitor your A1C. A lot of people don't even know what their numbers are.
Right.
They may go to the doctor once a year, maybe,
Yeah.
and they may
Yeah.
get lab results done once a year, and they
Right.
don't know. And this is the stuff that creeps up, and it's just slowly
Yeah.
compounding to
Right.
where all of a sudden you're diagnosed with an
Yeah.
illness or cancer or disease. And it's like, how did
Yeah.
this happen? Well, it's been gradually building up because your body
Right.
can only do so much.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, David, from your perspective, what should we be doing as far as going to the doctor? Should we go to the doctor once a year, twice a year, three times a year, just to get checkups only? What do you recommend?
Personally, I like to go twice a year to my primary care doctor. I see
Right.
my cardiologist twice a year.
Gotcha.
Um, I've had issues with low potassium. And so yesterday I had to go get a blood draw. I paid the $25 for the lab test. It's
Right.
a full panel. So it gave me what my glucose was, my,
Yeah.
potassium,
Yeah.
sodium, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So
Yeah.
potassium's back to normal. So I'm a happy camper.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
I had an incident about 3 years now in August where I
Yes, sir.
passed out. And I
Wow.
was at a networking meeting at 8 o'clock in the
Wow.
morning, and boom, and they took me to the
Wow.
emergency room, and my potassium
Wow.
level was like 2.8. Anything
Wow.
under 3 is unhealthy.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
dangerous. So that's why I monitor it. Uh,
Yeah.
I check my blood pressure,
Yeah.
periodically, have a little
Yeah.
cuff, and the
Yeah.
stuff is not ex inexpensive. I mean, it's inexpensive. It's not
Right. Right.
expensive to
Yeah.
get it. And you can, check what your blood pressure is. You can
Right.
check your
Right.
pulses, little things
Yeah.
like that, just so
Yeah.
you know where your body is, because we
Right.
don't know otherwise. They call high blood pressure the silent killer because you don't feel it.
Exactly. Wow. So Dave, let me ask you, because I'm interested in that. What is there a device that we can get for the home, just monitor it? That's pretty, far as being accurate. Is there any particular one that you use or recommend that we look at?
I just to be honest, I went on Amazon, looked at a blood pressure, cuff. I got the largest cuff for my bicep because they're
Gotcha.
pretty large.
Right.
And I just checked the reviews. I checked the rating. I think it
Gotcha.
was like $60.
Okay. That's what I wanted
And
to hear. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then I
Get one.
just got a thing for your
This is the one with the cuff. Oh, is it
yeah,
from the
this
finger?
this this is for my finger so I can check my pulse
Is it
and I
pretty
can
accurate?
check my oxygen rate.
Oh,
And this was
wonderful.
like $30.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's
the thing
worth
is
it
the
though.
accuracy. I didn't know about the accuracy, how
Yeah,
Aggie and
this is what they use in hospitals.
okay, great. That's all I
So
need to
they're
know.
accurate. And
Yeah,
again, check the reviews.
yeah,
Just don't go by
right,
price.
right.
See how many have been ordered in the last couple months. Amazon provides a lot of great information.
Yeah, they do.
I
Yeah,
know a lot of people don't like Amazon.
right.
I do. It's just convenient for me. So
Yeah,
I hope you
exactly.
don't hate me for it, but it is
Yeah,
what it is.
exactly. Yeah, we just gave you a plug, Amazon, so send us some free stuff or something. I love it. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with David today. We call him the health guy. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to ask David about this because I was on the community guys, the Life 42, and he said, "What happens when you quit sugar?" I said, "I don't know. Let me find out from him what's going on here." So, David, we got to talk about this a little bit more, man. But this is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to do a better job, men specifically, and women, of course, and even our children, because it's so easy to give them candy and all this stuff, and they haven't even eaten yet, so we
Oh,
do so
Kevin,
much.
it's more than the candy. It's the
Oh,
cereals that they sell in the grocery store. It's
oh
the
yeah.
snacks. It's the fruit juices they give,
Oh,
kids. It's the yogurt that is loaded with sugar.
everything.
They think will think they're eating healthy. So
Oh,
again, some of the
wow.
yogurt that has the, fruit in there and
Yeah,
everything, it has anywhere
yeah,
from 14 to 16 grams of sugar. A
yeah,
person only needs between 25 and 35 grams of sugar a day. Those
yeah,
Starbucks drinks, some of them have as much as 71, 72 grams of
yeah,
sugar in
man.
one
40,
drink.
42. I saw on there 52. Matter of fact, I had a nurse, David, that told me anything that's with double digits, you better leave it alone. You better stay.
Exactly. And again, it's some people are drinking 2 or 3 of those a day. Those energy
Yeah.
drinks are
With
the
no,
worst thing for your body. It
wow.
causes heart issues. It's just, yeah.
With no water. They're not drinking water either throughout the day. That's
Exactly.
the thing
It's
with
just,
me.
yeah, be careful. And
Wow.
one thing I would recommend to people, there's a book
Wow.
called Sugar Blues by William Dufty, Dufty. Came out
Okay.
in 1976 or 1977.
Yes, sir.
Uh, and it is the best book about sugar and how to
Wow.
avoid it. Yeah, so I always recommend Sugar Blues by William Dufty.
Sugar Blues. Thank you so much. I'm gonna write that down too as well. On top of that, hey Dave, let's talk about this wonderful Life 42. I want to encourage at least 1,000 people around the globe. 1,000 people. You need to go to Life 42. Talk about your community there, because guess what, guys? You can ask questions for the health guy. If you got a comment, anything like that, or maybe you got something that you can help us with as well, David. Once you get approved, you get David will help you there. But David, talk about that wonderful community that's helping me and helping others as well. I think we've had a lot of people sign up with that too, which is great. I hope they are taking advantage of that anyway, the ones that we shared out. But David, let's talk about the community of Life 42, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I usually do 2 posts a week. Usually it's on Tuesday and Thursday because I don't want to
Yeah.
overwhelm people. I want to keep them
Yes,
short and
sir.
clear
Yes,
with
sir.
information. And then I set a weekly tip. It's, usually
Yeah.
comes out on Monday. I usually post it over the weekend so people get a head start on it.
Hmm.
People who have read those weekly tips have commented how great they are. There's usually like a little personal mini challenge for the week in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get the Life 42 daily tracker. And in there, I not only tell you what to do as far
Right.
as the 7 daily tasks, I tell you how
Yes,
to
sir.
do it. And more importantly, I tell you why it's important to do it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the key right there
And
is
it's
the
just,
why.
yeah, it's just a little check mark you check each day. Either
Yeah.
you did it or you didn't. There's no excuses. And then if you
Yep.
go more than 5 days without being perfect, you start over. The beauty of it is the people that have started over one, two, three, 4 times, they keep
Right.
improving each time. And that's the whole idea. And once you complete the 42 days,
Yeah.
you just keep going. Because
Yeah.
again, it's a lifestyle. 42
Yeah.
days, 6 weeks, it's where you start seeing noticeable results. Some people see
Yeah.
results 2 or 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
However, noticeable results is 6 weeks. So I want to
Yeah.
encourage people because a lot of people start programs and if they don't see results within the first week or two, they get frustrated
Yeah.
and they don't notice that the changes are happening
Right.
because they haven't become noticeable yet.
Right. That's great, David. Thank you so much. David, as you was talking, I was just thinking about how it's important for us to move. We got to move throughout the day and week, don't we? For walking, bicycle, whatever. Can you talk a little bit about how important it is to move our body, please, in the right
Oh
ways?
yeah, I recommend 30 minutes of physical activity. And what does
Yeah.
that mean? It means you can go walking the
Hmm.
dog, gardening, cleaning
Hmm.
the house, getting up to go get a glass of water,
Yeah.
whatever you're doing for 30 minutes. And it doesn't have to be 30 minutes at one time. It can be
Right.
one 30-minute session. It
Right.
can be two 15-minute sessions or three
Yep.
10-minute sessions.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
people getting up out of their chairs and moving.
Right. Right.
Even if you're doing some stretching for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I was talking to a gentleman before we got on, and he
Hmm.
says, how many hours do you spend working out in the gym? I said, I don't go to the gym. I
Okay.
spend maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes most each day just doing little things. I
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
15, 20
Yeah.
pound dumbbells right in front of my
Yeah.
desk. I get up and
Yeah.
do a couple sets of that. I may do, 15, 20, 25 push-ups, depending on how I'm feeling. Uh,
Hmm.
I do my 5 little moves that I show
Yeah.
people, and they're
Yeah.
like, that's it. I said, that's all you
Yeah.
need.
Yeah, that's great, David. You know, they was coming popular. I don't know if it's real popular, but Tai Chi is becoming real popular these days. Where you do things like that. You sit in the chair and just start doing stuff. Basically
Well,
exercising. Yeah,
my wife looks at me when I walk around the house because I'm moving my arms like this.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
she says,
Yeah,
"What are you doing?" I said, "I'm moving." Because
yeah,
people walk straight, you can move your arms, and then it's like it's a
yeah.
modified Tai Chi. I have no idea what I'm doing with Tai Chi.
Right,
I looked at it, I attempted it, and
right.
I used
Yeah,
some little motions, but I
yeah.
figured, hey, as long as I'm moving, it's good.
Yeah, exactly. Stretching, lunges, stretching, folks, bending, that type of thing. Come up with your own plan if you want to do that. The goal is to keep you moving, folks. That's what it's all about. Hey, guys, we're here with David today on My Health, Your Health with Kevin Vaughan. We're talking about the effects of sugar, guys. We want you to monitor that. We are not doctors. I got to put that out there, folks. So check with your doctor on what you're doing and what you got to do. But one thing I was a takeaway for sure, David, you better read them labels. Take a magnifying glass with you, though, but read the labels, folks, as well before you start buying stuff that you need. The thing is, David, is where do you get the alternatives? If you can't get the real maple syrup, where do you go to get it? Saying that's the problem. You don't have the access to the real stuff sometimes.
Well, to be honest,
Whew.
I do most of my shopping at Sprouts, and I get
Yeah,
in and out just because it's at Sprouts doesn't mean it's healthy.
I
So
understand.
be
Yeah,
careful. But I
yeah,
get my raw honey and I read the label and the
yeah,
ingredients, make sure it says raw honey and has all the
absolutely,
certifications on there. Same thing with the
absolutely.
maple syrup. I don't use maple syrup. If
Right.
I get a pancake at a
Yeah,
restaurant, I
yeah.
get it plain and people look at me like, how are you eating that dry? I said, that's how I know if it's a good pancake or not. I don't need syrups.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes you don't even need anything. Maybe a little butter, maybe a little butter.
Maybe a little
That's
butter.
it.
I
Yeah.
eat without the butter because
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real butter or not in the restaurant.
Yeah, that's true too. Exactly. Matter of fact, you can't even eat cardboard, man. Cardboard got chemicals in it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a little
But
fun here, but
yeah, Whole Foods has it.
yeah,
Independent health food stores usually are very good places. They're very knowledgeable about it. So
yeah.
uh,
Amen. I
Yeah.
love it. Hey, Doc, ladies and gentlemen, David's also an author. Doc, tell us about David. Tell us about the wonderful books behind you as well, man. You got the
Well,
third
Pat,
one. The
yeah.
third one came out recently, didn't it?
Well, the first one's A Path Forward,
Right?
and that's about Michael Caldwell. He's age 55, successful
Yeah.
businessman, married, has a 12-year-old daughter. He's at her
Yeah.
piano recital and passes out, and that begins his journey.
Yes, sir. I love it,
The
man.
second one is Echoes of Tomorrow. That's in editing with my
Yeah.
publisher right now.
Oh,
And then,
great.
and then The Cost of Success will come out in the spring
There you
of
go.
2027. And that one is about a single mom, divorced, raising a 12-year-old son. She's 45. She's the HR director
Mm.
for a wellness company, and she's suffering burnout.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. That's great. Thank you so much for that. Hey, David, tell us a little about your mountain experience, man, if you don't mind, because you did some things that most people will not do in their lifetime.
Yeah, just very briefly, in case people don't know, in July
Yeah.
of 2016, my
Yeah.
doctor told me based on my lab results and being fat, I had a 95% chance for a fatal heart attack.
Yeah.
During the next 4 months, I shed 50 pounds, 25% of my total body weight. More importantly, I kept it off. And then
Yeah.
in June of 2022, at age 67, I hiked up Mount Kilimanjaro. In case people are wondering, I'm 71 right now.
Yeah.
And so I don't let age be an excuse for
Right.
not being a participator in life, as you
Right.
mentioned.
Yeah.
And that's why I ask people, do you want to be a spectator or do you want
Right.
to be a participator? Do you want to get on the ground with your grandkids and play with them? Do you want to be able to
Hmm.
climb a flight of steps or just go on a little hike with them? Or are you going to
Yeah.
sit on the bench and watch? Or are you going to wait for
Right.
them to finish? So little choices like that.
Yeah.
And I count my blessings every day, Kevin, because I'm
Right.
grateful for
Yeah.
being in relatively good health and physical, able to do things physically. I tell people the 71 that I'm at right now is my new 40 because I'm just beginning things and
Yeah.
starting over with, getting the Life 42 wellness going and writing these books and sharing
Yeah.
with people and helping others. That's what's important to me.
Yeah.
I've had friends that have suffered the heart attacks, the strokes,
Yeah.
had the open heart surgery,
Right.
the cancer treatments, and I don't wish that on anybody.
No,
And
no.
so
Knee
if you can avoid
replacements,
it, yeah,
David. Yeah, you got folk getting knee replacement, hip replacement. Somebody said they had to almost get double knee replacement, but they got their health right early enough to not to
yeah.
do that. So, 'cause they said I can't do that. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want the surgery, so they had to do something else immediately, right?
Well, again, I wake up, I count my blessings. I don't have the aches
Yeah,
and pains. I talk
yeah,
to people our
yeah,
age or like you're younger, 50s and
yeah.
60s, and they're saying, "Oh, I just saw as part of aging." I said, "No, it's not. That's the myth." Because
Right.
I get up, my wife gets up.
Yeah.
We don't have any of these issues. It
Right.
feels great.
Right.
It's like you want to live, you want to participate. You're again, there's a difference between existing and
Yeah.
living. And
Right.
I see people my age with their walkers, with their
Right.
canes, with their
Right.
oxygen, and
Right.
it's like, I don't want that.
Nope. Don't want it. That's exactly right, David. I'm with you on that. We thank God for our health today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that because you're right, man. I really don't want nobody taking care of me, when I'm older. I want to take care of myself. I love
Well,
it.
I did a little survey because I'm going to be writing a fourth book in next summer. It's called Seasoned. It's for people 70 and above, Echoes
Yeah,
of Life.
love it.
And I asked people, what do you want me to write about? What are you
Yeah,
interested in? What do you want to learn? And it was interesting to see that a lot of people are thinking about, well, I want to be living independent. I don't want to go into assisted living. I
right,
don't want to be a
right.
burden on my family
Yep.
financially or, caring for me. And so as we get older, that's what people are thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important. So little
Yeah,
things like that, and
yeah,
then there's going to be things more. There's like, what
right.
about,
Yeah,
I know, expenses for, funeral. Do you want to
right,
be buried? Do you want to be cremated? Do you
right.
want to have service? Do you have your wills
Yeah,
and trusts set
yeah,
up?
right.
Little things like that that a lot of us take for granted. We don't think about
Nope.
because we all feel invincible.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
And you just, Lindsey
Yeah.
Graham recently,
Yeah. Yeah.
unexpectedly, he's same age as I am, passed away.
Wow. Wow.
And so I think about things like that. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
I hear
Absolutely.
people, 50s and 60s, actors and famous people
Right.
passing away.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
that's fun. Because the older I get, the younger it sounds.
Exactly, my friend. I love it. Hey, guys, we're here with David today talking about my health, your health. With him, we are not doctors. I got to put that out there, folks. We give information based on research and also our own experiences, right? As well. One thing for sure, I just told somebody earlier, David, that they need to get their blood work done. Both get your blood work full range blood work from A to Z through your doctor. Get that done, or through the clinic, whatever's certified there to do that. But you want to make sure you get that done as well. So that's my tip for you today as well. Hey, guys, we've been talking to David about sugar today, and also the labels a little bit today as well. Very important that we read the labels. But David, if you don't mind, as we get ready to close out here, any final thoughts and a call to action? People need to take action too, not just hear what we're saying, but take some action. Anything you'd like to share with us as we get ready to roll out?
I go through the 7 little daily tasks, and I'll go through them really quickly right now to
Yes,
share.
sir.
Hydrate, drink at least 64 ounces of water, or
Woo-hoo!
1/2 total body weight. Ideally, our bodies are 60 to 70% water. It's not soda, diet soda, fruit juices, or fruit flavored beverages. So do that. Move like we talked about, 30 minutes, physical activity. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Eat real holistic foods. Avoid the processed manufactured foods. Read the labels. Get
Yeah,
rest. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things you
yeah,
can do for your body. Think positive. 80% of our thoughts are negative. Imagine if you change it 80% positive. Even if you say
yeah,
one affirmation, this is what we say every day. Um, Everything I eat and drink heals and nourishes my body, which helps me achieve and maintain excellent health. I like to be a learn-it-all, so read 10 pages in a nonfiction self-help book. If you're religious,
mm-hmm.
read the Bible, it all counts. Listen to 10 minutes of audiobook if you're not able to read a book. People are
Right,
dyslexic, so
right, yeah,
listen to a YouTube video, listen to a podcast, whatever you're doing to learn is very important. And then mindful eating.
yeah.
Again, eat slower and smaller portions because we're
There
all
you
in a
go.
hurry. And a lot of times we look down, the food that we were eating is gone because we rushed
Yeah,
through it. So Mark
right,
David wrote a book called The Slow Down Diet.
yeah,
It says if you take 5 minutes for breakfast, give yourself 10, and a
yeah,
minimum of 30 minutes for lunch or
woo,
30 minutes for dinner. Just little
yeah,
things like that. And it's
yeah,
not what we can do, it's what we
right,
will do.
yeah, absolutely. And we're worth it, David. That's the thing. We are worth it, guys. We are worth it. We got to talk about that sometime too, David. The mindset of health and wellness.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very important too, as well. Hey guys, we're here with David today. Hey guys, here's the website here. I want you guys to go to the website, share this out as well, and then the community is up here as well. So take a picture of that, guys, and be a part of the Life 42 community. It's powerful. You guys can get questions there, answers there, get comments there. David's going to get with you as well individually there if you need that type of counsel. He's available for you there as well. Wow. So, David, you're always welcome to come back on the network, man, because, things are popping all the time. Any new information about health and wellness, we'd like to know about that too as well. Obviously, when your new books come out, please come back and tell us about that so we can promote that as well on the network, man. I appreciate your time today. Wow.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. Hold on a minute, David, as we get out of here. Hey, we got to get ready to roll to the next event here today. But thank you so much, everybody listening live right now. Thank you as well. As you know, your health is important to you, right? And we wanted to make sure that you got, this is my water, so I want to make sure you understand this is water. Here's to your health, ladies and gentlemen, today. Here's to your health. So appreciate you, David, for being with us today. Hey, guys, I want you to share this out on all your social media platforms, because you never know who hear David's voice today and say, oh, yeah, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, we want you around for a long time. Matter of fact, David, I asked the Lord, I need to be around to my 90s for sure and looking like this. So if I can do that, appreciate it.
And make sure you have your cognitive ability. That's the important thing.
There
Because you
you
can feel
go.
good in the body,
Exactly.
but if the mind's not there, so it's mind,
Yeah,
body, and spirit.
absolutely. Y'all be walking around just smiling. Nobody know why I'm smiling.
Well, there's an old joke about that. Keep smiling. There's some Garfield says, keep smiling. Makes people wonder what you're up to.
Exactly. So he must got all his faculties. You keep smiling like that, you know. So no, not necessarily. Right? I love it. Hey guys, this has been fun with David today. Hey, appreciate you, David, for your time today, man, and we thank you so much for your time. Hey, once again, share this out, guys, on all your social media platforms, and I thank you in advance. You know, one thing, David, you got a final word for our young adults because they listen a lot too on the TikTok. Anything for our young people today, real quick? Anything for the
Yeah,
young
you know,
guys?
when I was younger, I thought I was invincible.
I
I
know.
knew everything and didn't want to hear anything. And
Yeah.
as I've gotten a little wiser and older, I've
Yes.
learned I don't know everything. I'm not invincible.
All
I've
right.
lost some friends, and just be a
Yeah.
little bit humble.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing about getting younger. Well, I'm sorry, I'll say aging, right? We have young people, for the young people, we are older, so we know a few things, okay, because we've been there. So you want to listen, is what my point is. Now, you don't have to do everything we tell you, of course, but we do have some ideas what your future will look like if you do certain things. No doubt about that one right there. And even our children won't even listen, right? Children sometimes don't even listen, David, to what we're telling. Hey, if you do this, this is going to happen. Okay, wait till you get there. You'll figure it out. And you'll come back and say, oh, Dad, I'm sorry I didn't listen. You were right. And why are all my teeth gone early, right? That type of thing. So the point is we want you to have your optimum health, right? That's the whole
Right.
purpose of it. Get your
Yeah.
optimum health and take care of yourself. But David, you mentioned a key area too. You got to do your research, folks. Do your reading, right?
Yeah.
Read, research, find out what's going on. Understand how your liver works, how your kidney works, how your spleen works, stomach works, all the above. He talked about digesting your food, you know, eating your food, smaller portions, and also chewing them up, right, as small as possible, and before you swallow, that type of thing. Little things like that can help you as well, guys. So we just want you to be healthy. We want you to enjoy your family, enjoy your life. Some people love to
Yeah.
travel.
Just one other thing, Kevin.
Yeah,
A friend of mine, Mickey Gaffinstone, Michaela Gaffinstone, I like to give her credit. She said,
yeah,
the food industry will get you sick.
yeah.
Big pharma will keep you sick, and the diet and weight loss industries are aiding and abetting both of them.
Wow.
And
Wow.
if you look at the ingredients in food, in my opinion, it's toxic, it's poison, and you may not feel it right away, but after 10 or 15 years,
Yeah.
you're going to see that this stuff has been building up in your body. And
Right.
that's when you're getting, and I've been there, I walked
Yeah.
that path. So I can tell you from
Yeah.
personal experience, because I was
Yeah.
eating the Pringles potato chips. I was eating
Yeah.
a
Right.
pound bag of M&Ms peanuts
Yep.
one
Yep.
sitting. I
Yep.
would go through and eat the
Wow.
donuts and the fast food,
Yep.
and,
Yep.
not
Yep.
realizing it. I would be having a lot of barbecue with my wife with the barbecue ribs and the wings,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
I don't touch any of that now. That's my
Yeah.
choice. And
Yeah.
again, I'll
Exactly.
have a piece of cake. I
Yeah.
don't deprive myself. I'll enjoy.
Right.
I'm not a food purist. I
Right.
just be aware of what you're putting into your body.
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, we only get one, right? David, you only get one of these bad
Yeah, if you
boys.
wear it out, wear it out. Where else are you going to live, right? That's what
Exactly.
was
Exactly.
Jim Rome that said that.
Amen. Hey, David, also, too, I wanted to just share with everybody, consider, if you have the room, or proper rooms, consider starting your own garden, folks, as
Yeah.
well. And then we got to talk about that sometime as well, because a lot of people are starting to do that now, whether it's a small or large garden. If they got enough room in their yard, they can do
Yeah.
that. But there's so many ways now they can grow their own herbs and spices and things like that to help them as
Oh, it
well.
was really incredible. I just saw a
Yeah,
video 2 weeks ago. It was
yeah,
incredible.
yeah,
There are these long tubes that they plant
yeah, yeah,
seeds in,
exactly.
and they put
Yeah,
up on a table,
yeah.
and fresh
Oh,
vegetables, and,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
incredible, and it can
yeah.
be grown fastly. It's all
Yep,
organic. It's all safe,
yep,
and it's like,
yep,
wow,
yep,
this is
yep.
powerful. So that's what
Yeah,
and they're doing it in parking lots now because parking
yeah,
spaces are being wasted. So they can
right.
just set it up like for 20 parking spaces, they can grow
Yeah,
food for a community. It's
yeah,
unbelievable. And they sell it inexpensive. A lot of times they just give it to the food banks.
right. Exactly.
And
Yeah,
again, that's a great thing. I wish I kept that video because it was really fascinating.
Yeah, you're right. There's so many great innovations now. I mean, you could take some plastic bottles and put some holes, couple holes in them, put the dirt in there, and then grow stuff. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's just that you got to commit to that as well, and have the proper room as well to do
Yeah.
that, guys. So, pal. And farmers markets, guy. I go to farmers markets here in the Metro Atlanta area, so that helps too, guys. Go to farmers markets too to get your healthy produce as well. That helps a little bit as well. On top of that, at least you know it's green for a reason, right? So I love it, David. Thank you so much. But David, thank you so much for being with us again, guy. Hey, don't forget to share this out, guys, and we'll see you next time on My Health, Your Health with Kevin Vaughan and David Medansky. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time today. Hey, take care of yourselves, guys. We have the power, and thank God, David, we're in a country where we can make the choices ourselves, right? Nobody's telling us that we got to do this, right?
Well, I am grateful that I live here in the United States.
Yeah,
However, traveling to Italy and other countries, the
yeah.
food is so much better because it's fresh. There's no
Oh, wow. I
added
love
ingredients. When they say that the pizza in Italy is different,
it.
it is.
Yeah,
And
really.
again, it's fresh. The bread is baked fresh each day. My
Wow,
wife
wow.
and I were eating gelato, croissants,
All right. Oh,
pasta,
you
pizza.
know,
We didn't gain an ounce, and we were walking. And it tasted great. And again, you can tell the difference between the freshness versus the quality.
wow. I love that kind of food you can eat all day and not worry about it, right? The good stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's powerful, man. That's great. Thank you so much for sharing that, man. Okay, guys, we got to go. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time on My Health, Your Health with Kevin Vaughn. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye bye.